And we are back! Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Pathfinder Dream Divers! It's been a week. I know we skipped. So glad to have you guys back. If anyone would like to recap, now is the time. I'll leave it to my intrepid adventurers to do their best to do so.
All right, I think I'll take a shot at this. Last time on Dream Divers, we decided to try and get back, well, just get Yon Hourglass, currently held by the Black Crag Bandits, of Colt Irons Association fame. Colt Irons is going to try to he's going to challenge the leader of these bandits to, a duel to the death, a real Western standoff, because some of the bandits don't like the way he's been running things recently. We, the intrepid, brave, and altogether not dastardly party, may or may not be attempting to swipe the hourglass independently.
They would betray the sanctity of a duel.
Or rig the duel.
That would never happen. You guys wouldn't do that.
Okay, chat, like if you think Colt will win the duel.
A bunch of honest adventurers who would never do that.
Sure.
Hey, chat currently seems to think Colt will win the duel. It's 4 to 1 in the votes.
So. I hope he wins.
He's got good odds. That according to chat. So, with that being said, does anybody want to add on to that, or do we want to jump right in?
We trekked up the mountain for a while. Thought there were traps. Found a couple traps. Met up with the bandits. Yeah, literal bear traps. Meredith flew around a whole bunch and freaked some of the bandits out, I recall.
It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
I love wild shapes so much.
Also, chat, I apologize in advance for my room being dark and probably getting increasingly darker. And if you see any flickering lights, there's an electrical issue right now. Continue on with your description.
Epileptic chat, watch out.
It's not gonna be that bad.
Yeah, I mean, we met up with, I don't know, a dozen-ish? No, maybe half dozen to a dozen. Discontented scout bandits. They told us about some mercenaries that the leader has hired in recent times.
I forgot about the most important bandit of them all. Fishhead Jones!
Fishhead Jones!
My man!
Fishhead Jones, what a guy.
Oh, we love Fishhead
legend.
Jones. How do we feel about Fishhead Jones here, party?
I vibe with Fishhead Jones. I gave
like
him
him,
dragon
willing to stab his leader in the back.
Yeah, absolutely.
I trust him about as far as
Meredith also trusts him about as far as Thalia can throw him. I, out of character, would sell my firstborn for that man.
Oh my.
Alright.
And my secondborn.
Whoa!
No reason to leave them out of it, too.
Damn!
Okay.
I didn't know you had that many children.
She won't soon enough.
Hypothetical.
No. Me out of character.
Yeah.
Meredith's kids are too old to sell.
So the literal existing human children, IRL. Noted.
Yeah, get them out of here.
Alright, well then, with that out of the way, I think we are at a perfect time to start. No fun fact to interrupt me as I start talking tonight, but I'm sure we'll get one soon. In any case, moving on, we return to where we last left off. Fishhead Jones leading you guys toward the bandits' hideout. The rest of his merry band sort of sticking behind down toward the mountain so as A, not to arouse too much suspicion, but also to make sure that no other bandit troops wandering around from the Black Crag are going to interfere with what's about to happen. As you make your way up to the bandit hideout, you begin to hear them a bit more clearly. Fishhead Jones leads you around the corner. He says, "Alright, see that lottery pact over there? That's the base. Probably not too different from how you remember it, eh, Colt?
Odin seems so.
Right, well, you guys are with me. Let's just walk right in. Don't mind getting your boots wet. Well, mind getting your boots wet a little. I mean, it is uncomfortable. Don't wear if you want to take off your socks, now's a good time. Anyway, sorry, missing the point. Let's go. Me.
How high is the ceiling?
There really isn't one. This is
There
open
isn't?
air. Yeah, this is
Oh,
open
thank
air.
God. That makes me okay. Screw all of y'all. I'm out.
Very helpful party
I'm
member
taking the
as
short
always.
way.
She's planning her escape.
I'm planning your collective escape. Don't worry.
As you all begin
Okay.
trudging through the water,
accept
except for Meredith, who recklessly flies sky high over the air, as Fishhead Jones again goes, "That bird is really fucking weird. Seriously, you're telling me that's a human being?"
There's two birds. One of them is not a human being. Also, common misconception. Meredith's a half-elf, not a human being. Please get it right.
Fishhead Jones doesn't know that.
True.
How similar does Meredith look to her other bird, as a bird?
Probably like identical, right?
Not identical, fairly similar.
What's
There's
the-
a resemblance, but I don't imagine any of you could place it.
Oh, okay.
Oi! Jones, you're back. It's Fishhead Jones! Yeah. Anyway, who do you got there with you? Feast your eyes. This here is Cold Irons, one of the boss's old cohorts, as it were. He's come for a little meeting with some of his old friends. And, get this, he may even be able to become our new boss. Huh? Well, whatever that's all about. Anyway, go ahead and enter. If you're with Fishhead Jones, you're fine. Except for Kostu and Vico, who are chilling out by the front there.
They're watching the front gate.
Dungeon Mommy, I have a request.
Yes?
I would like to make a perception check where I am right now.
Denied! Go ahead.
Understandable, have a nice day. What's my modifier again? Plus 18, good to know. In particular, I'm looking at this weird exit/entrance place. What is it?
The water?
Am I getting any vibes from it? Where do I think it would lead?
I actually have no idea where you sent your token off to. Oh, you're talking about
Up
over
right.
there.
Yeah.
That, you would assume, leads into a cave. However big or however small. From what you're seeing with your eagle eyes from there, it's a rather small cave. There appears to be a middle-aged gentleman sitting around in there, holding what looks to be a lantern in one hand, staring at it as it gives off a pale, eerie glow.
Okay, yike. Does it look like the cave does the cave lead anywhere, or do I just see like the entirety of it?
You see the entirety of it. By the way, I didn't catch it,
Noted.
but because I'm still hurt from all the sit-ups I had to do a few streams ago. But don't call me Dungeon Mommy. Come on. Especially while my brain's still frazzled. That's not cool. Anyway, that's what you
I
see.
think
You have a brain?
I'll just go.
I'm still surprised he has a soul.
I'll just go.
No, I love you. I'm sorry.
Don't kill you, I still need to die.
Chat, you're making it worse.
What's chat saying?
None of your business. Don't go check
I
it.
don't know. Oh, alright.
All
1
right.
second. Let me pop out chat real
No.
Yeah. Hey,
There
you
we
said
go.
it. You caused this. You didn't have to mention chat.
I was telling chat to
Ignore them.
behave.
Could have ignored them. Their attention
60
seeking.
understands. Thank you for keeping up the good fight, 60. Shout
Real
out to
warrior.
60 Sweep, everybody.
Free soldier.
quick. Shout out to 60 Sleep. I can't wait for someone to try to call him Daddy Mommy. It's gonna go crazy.
Every time this happens, I just have to remember that chat pays my rent. carry on. What is everyone else doing in this moment as Meredith has swooped over the cave entrance and has now perched herself up on a nearby rock, along with her eagle, which I'm gonna drag on here now.
I'm gonna walk into the center of here.
Oh, there's Meredith. I had to zoom out so far to see it.
I know.
Sometimes I hate the map.
Oh, my apologies. I'll pick a smaller map next time. Something
No,
less
no,
thematic.
no.
It's all my fault.
Look,
Next map. We're getting claustrophobic. Good luck, guys.
this is what
Gale,
happens.
if you're gonna act like that, you are acting like a dungeon mommy.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Brutal.
this is what happens when we don't have session for a week, chat.
He's
The
got
whole
you there.
world falls apart. We lose all sense of decorum and sanity.
I also would like a perception check, please.
Okay.
Out of
Where are you at?
I'm just following Colt right now and kind of just
Sure. Make
getting a lay of the area.
Make a perception check. Yeah, you don't see
My
shit.
little legs can't see anything.
In fact,
Too short.
you're convinced that you're not there yet. You're like, this is the bandit camp? How could that be? It looks
What
like
jumps?
at most
These guys.
a nice, pleasant area with.
This is one of their scouting camps, right?
You feel so cozy and at home here. This looks like the guardhouse.
Oh.
Colt, make a perception check.
And you kind of let your guard down a little bit. Yeah, Colt can make a perception check.
Cozy.
Honestly, most of this is probably pretty familiar to Colt.
What's the light level of this cave overall? Just
This area
hypothetically.
itself, you're basically at the high point of a mountainside, but it is kind of becoming late afternoonish, so there are torches out, and these torch barrels are kind of lighting things a bit better. I would say overall it's not quite low light, but definitely not
Okay.
like light out. Colt, taking a lay of the land here, you see that they have a little bit of an overhang here from where you first stepped into that's like a bit of a sniper's den. Clearly, they've set it up so that whoever has to trudge through the water, they can rain arrows down on before they have to deal with any other approach. They have... You can just barely make it out from here, but you see a sleeping roll, and so you assume that there is some sort of barracks set up behind one of these walls, which is also able to serve as a fortification. They have a simple sort of crafting area, a table for sitting down and eating goods, a giant pile of treasure ways up the stairs, and some weapon racks, some training, some like targets set up. There's a lot going on here, and it looks like they still have some wood if they wanted to construct more as well. They've got a pretty good thing going.
Okay, you mentioned pile of loot.
Yeah. A fat pile of loot.
33 in perception. Do I notice anything particularly shiny in the loot?
You notice that I'm not going to give you details right now.
Zarn.
Most of what you see there that's outside of any chests is just gold. It is
Okay.
piles upon piles of stolen coin.
So nothing of
Necklaces,
note.
baubles, things of that nature kind of intermixed in. But nothing that, you know, screams, this is important. Who else wants to do something? Oh, that was supposed to loop. There we go.
Oh no. Technical difficulties.
I fixed it.
Okay. This is... I will have to say that, given everything, this is rather underwhelming.
Right,
but-
well, you have to understand, like I said, a lot of them are my boys now, and what's left is mostly mercenaries. A lot of people who weren't here for the coin, they kind of left after everything that happened with our leader getting a bit head fucky. So what you see is what's left. Still,
Grim.
there's enough of us to eke something out. And I believe we can still restore the Black Crag bandits to their former glory. My scouting troop is anything to go by.
Is Velgrim the Hollow the name of the leader?
Veldrin the Hollow?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where's Veldrin?
Veldrin should be back in that cave over there.
Is he pointing up or to
He
my
points
left?
toward the back of the hideout here. He says, "It's if you hook a right past those training dummies you see over there, those two swinging at him, you'll see the cave entrance."
Let's see.
Oh boy.
And with that, it looks like Colt's marching right ahead.
How close should we follow him, Thalia?
Hey, Colt.
What?
Why don't we wait just a moment? Hypothetically. For, I don't know, like, Vico? Just in case. I know you have the credibility here, but, I'd really rather not have a repeat of what happened at the church, So it would be best if we stuck together.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright.
I want to hand Colt my Cure Moderate Wounds potion
Oh,
while I'm standing here.
okay, I'll hold on to it.
Just in case.
You guys are
What?
kind of wondering where the hell Meredith is.
Birding around somewhere.
Definitely.
Alright. Well, everybody's caught up. Fishhead Jones goes, "There, you see it? Right over there is the cave. If you want, I could holler for him to come out, but more than likely he's gonna want to see you in
Going in.
there." Okay, alright. That's the kind of thing that makes him the boss, am I right, dwarf man?
Yeah, I mean, the man has an air of confidence about him.
I'm gonna die. Alright, I'm going in the cave.
Such confidence. Oh, you two, you going with them or you want to hang out here with me? I still got some of that booze left. That's okay. I didn't need you to answer. I know my worth. Single tear rolls down the cheek of Fishhead Jones as Kostu completely ignores him.
Thalia's gonna hold up her hand to Arizoth. Are you sure this would be wise for you to follow us here? I feel like deniability might benefit you in this situation, my friend.
I am gonna stand right outside this entrance in case shit goes down real bad. But I'm really counting on you to keep this in line, Thalia. Make sure nothing happens too horrible.
Alright,
so burn
who's going
everything
in?
down.
Please. I'm begging you.
Don't worry, Dahlia will let me die and then she'll burn everything down.
So who's going
Alright.
in?
Talia's going in.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm standing right outside.
Need a head count. Is anybody else going in, or are we standing outside?
I'm
I
outside.
will stay outside.
Oof.
I do not
I was-
want to be a bird in a I do not want to be a bird in an enclosed space.
Okay. Costu, you going in or staying out?
Are you in or are you out? Should you stay or should you go?
You may or may not have your mic muted. Well, for now, unless I hear otherwise, I'm just going to assume staying out.
I will go in.
Okay, there we go.
Aha.
Thank you. There we go. We found it. All right.
Hell yeah.
There we go. And here we are. As you step inside, the sunken eyes of this sunken face stare up at you from the middle-aged visage of long, slicked back black hair with white skunk stripes raining from either ear down to the sides. Dressed in fineries that don't exactly fit him, as well as the pelt of some unknown but clearly large animal. Veldrin the Hollow stares up at you, a husk of his former self, Colt. You. I thought for sure that you were dead.
Takes a little more than that to get rid of me.
Interesting. Have you come to renew your post then?
No. Come to challenge you.
You've come to challenge me.
That's
Well,
right.
I suppose that matters no more or less than anything else you could have said. You know, our time here will be nearing its end rather soon. All these corpses littering this place, and he gestures to the many bones surrounding it. I wonder whether you or I will be the next one added to the pile. Name the terms of your challenge.
A duel.
Very well. You will have 1 hour to prepare as the challengee. I shall pick the weapons. We'll use our weapons of choice. Firearms. I'll be out in an hour. Until then, feel free to discuss your strategies, however pointless they may be, or if you feel so inclined, perhaps we can reminisce. It would be a shame not discuss all you've done for me before I put you in an early grave.
I don't think you're the same person that I put in power. I think you've changed too much.
He smiles, a thin, pasty smile, as if the skin barely stretches over the bone of his face. Perhaps that is so, for I have seen what is to come for all of us. Take over and send me to my end, and you shall see it too. You shall become just like me.
Cold Tyrant is gonna walk out of there without another word.
Okay.
What? You buffoon! You decided to just challenge him out the gate? You didn't even try to negotiate? To ask what was going on? To gauge the situation? Are you so eager to throw your life away?
That man has changed. I can tell.
I've changed too. People change all the time. I would argue you've changed from the person you were a month ago. That doesn't... Everything is revocable, whether we want it to be or not. I've half a mind to try and talk some sense into him, except I've seen people with that look before. And the last time, well... She kind of glances nervously at Vico and then glances nervously at everybody else and just kind of shuffles off. Stupid, blasted, ill-conceived plans of all the rotten luck and...
This
I'm gonna
is
poke
Cole's
Folly on the
thing, and
shoulder.
this is the way Cole wants to
Exactly.
deal with it.
Did you even... He said he's using firearms, but do you think that's all he's going to use?
I know firearms is a pretty broad term, to be fair.
Yeah.
Pulls out bazooka.
I bet... A what now?
What's that?
Is a
What the hell are you
bazooka not a
talking about?
firearm?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, they just walk right by us.
Is anybody... Okay, so what kind of eyes do we have on us right now?
You have two archers from up above. These two who are near you. And then
I'm gonna say
Fishhead Jones.
Okay.
I'm gonna say don't worry about like the folks up top. I can take care of them if push comes to shove.
Right, so Colt just ran by. He seems to be going over to the smithing area. What exactly is happening?
As far as I'm aware, they're preparing to duel each other, I guess.
Well, that's good then. That's the plan.
Yeah. So far,
Yep,
everything
sure is.
going to plan.
Okay, sweet. You guys need anything? How long are we waiting? Did he say?
Well, I wasn't in there. If you want to know more details, ask Thalia.
Oh, okay. So how long what did he say? How long do we have? Do you guys want anything? I think we have some spare chicken.
We have an hour. Count your... If you want to run, now's the time.
What would I run from? It's a duel. You're being silly.
I mean, we're all doomed. But
You are really grim. You know that.
Oh, Thalia. We're all going to die, but my goal is to enjoy my life, not to just give in to it.
Yeah, we should all enjoy our lives. I mean, my name's Fishhead Jones, for God's sake. You think I got that name by not enjoying the pleasures of life? Wait,
I
to be
honestly
clear,
have no
I
idea how you
didn't
got
fuck
that
a
name.
fish. That sounds like I fucked a fish. I did not fuck a fish.
Polly is just going to raise an eyebrow.
We need Lois.
We do not need Loisk. We absolutely do not need Loisk.
Right, well, if you guys want chicken, follow me.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna go try to talk to Colt a bit.
Yeah, I was about to say, I want to talk to Colt as well.
What's going on, guys?
What you working on? Getting
Nothing.
ready for this duel?
Nothing. I'm just sitting here.
Are you?
Yeah.
He pretty much is. He
Contemplating
just came
immortality.
over
Well,
and sat right by me.
I don't know any of the details. So what all happened in there? Fill me in. I stayed outside.
Ah,
I know. It wasn't exactly a lot of talking. I challenged him to a duel. He accepted. Duel happens in an hour. We
You
use
have a plan?
firearms.
Where's this duel happening? Actually, is a good question.
Right here.
Hey, it's just like the whole fort is fair game.
Yes, and so. Usually
Alright.
we have duels out here, and I'm gonna gesture to the open area where
Okay.
Costu is right now.
Well, you got any sort of battle plan?
Not really.
Are you allowed
Shoot
to
him
set
before he
traps
shoots
in
you.
this hour of prep time?
No.
Unfortunate, but fair.
What about, who's sitting by Colt? Is it one of our guys or one of their guys?
it was one of their guys, but he left. He's now posted up with the other guards that just woke up.
Bro left. Alright, cool. I'm gonna go over to Colt and say, what about the sickle that Skern had?
Well, it's a firearms duel.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd do more damage if I shot him. I'm not exactly
That's not what I'm-
incredible at using melee weapons.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, what if our friend Meredith was able to provide you with a bit of concealment? Suppose a odd fog rolled in.
Give me the sickle just in case.
Just in case. Alright, good plan. We'll give you the sickle. Maybe I can convince Vico to let you hold the sickle just in case some kind of strange weather anomaly should happen while you're dueling.
Thalia, if you still wanted to convince him, now's your chance. Also, if anybody wants to assist the party before the duel, now is your one chance to get hero points in.
Oh my goodness. Actually,
I'm
Thalia
gonna go
is
talk to
gonna,
Vico.
Thalia is like leaning casually against the wall edge of the path here.
Sure.
Is anybody looking at her in particular?
Just keeping an eye out.
I'm probably
There's
surveying
these-
her along with, everything else.
There's these two over here who are kind of generally looking in the direction of you and Vico, Thalia.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
By the
I-
way,
I'm-
from what you
I'm-
can see here, it looks
Mhm.
as though the boss, Veldrin the Hollow, has picked up some sort of pistol. It has a faint white glow to it that seems to shimmer and radiate throughout the weapon itself before circling back to the front of the weapon and then back to the end again. Almost as if it's constantly being scanned or filled with some sort of energy.
Lovely.
Minecraft enchantment effect on it.
This
Standard stuff.
standard firearms are commonplace enough. Enchanted firearms, that's not exactly par for the course.
Fancy, fancy.
In any case,
I'm gonna signal to Meredith to come a little bit closer.
Where are you?
right below you.
I'm like on the other.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm like right below you. And then I see that there's a couple guys nearby, so I'm gonna lean over to Vico and I'm gonna whisper, "Can you hand me the sickle?"
You think you're gonna need it?
One of the guards goes, "Oi! If you're gonna whisper about having a sick day, maybe you shouldn't even be in our fort. Things might get violent. They're gonna have a duel after all. We wouldn't want you getting injured."
Oh.
You're right. You're right, bro. I apologize, bro. I should have considered that before getting sick. Man,
Gentle.
so inconvenient to get sick.
Just be careful, alright? We don't
You're
have
right.
a lot of soup right now, or else I would offer you a cup.
Oh man, that is honestly so generous of you. Thank you. You are so kind.
No, not soup. Anything but soup.
Gentlemen. No need to get all up in arms. If
What?
if any of our companions are ill, I would, or even if something were to happen to any of you, I would be happy to tend to your wounds or illnesses, such as they may be.
Roll a
Antholic.
diplomacy check.
Okie dokie. I love those. We win those. Most of the time. Watch us not win those.
Time to lose. Let's go.
Let me double check. What time is it? Is it still dark?
Yeah,
Or is it
darkish.
still not dark? Okay. Okay. You know what? Oof.
Not
There you go.
bad.
Oi! We're just concerned. One person to another person, you know? We get sick up here sometimes, we gotta take care of our own. And outsider or no, if they're welcome here, then we gotta take care of them.
Well, you know,
I
there are
see,
actually
I
some
see.
very interesting methods for taking care of the sick. And I
What?
believe
You've
the
never
sick-
had
the s-
chicken noodle soup when you're sick?
chicken noodle soup is great, but did you know that holding onto a sickle actually makes it likelier for you to recover? That's why it's called a sickle.
What? And then he looks down at his own sickle and he's like, "Oh my god.
You probably don't get sick very often. do you?
You're right. I have a very high constitution, I'm told."
And then I'll hand over my sickle.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna start walking back to Colt, and I'm gonna signal Meredith as I walk away.
I'm not gonna make you roll for that, but it was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And that's kind of why I'm not making you roll for it, because it was incredibly funny.
Okay. My logic for this is I have a +9 sense motive and a +10 bluff. This feels like exactly the type of thing that will work on this guy.
You sold him. He's convinced.
Talia's gonna pull out she's going to open up her book, and there's a conspicuously placed bookmark on which she has written "Steel Hourglass?" ? And she points to Vico, then points to the bookmark.
Let's see the duel.
She kind of rolls her eyes.
Costume, hello.
Hello, Colt. I've
These
acquired
are
something
really,
for
really
you.
bad. I'll do it.
I'm gonna
Just
eat
in
this
case
cosmic
anything
brownie
should-
while I'm waiting.
Okay.
anything should happen.
You guys
Cool,
let me
And I
know
hand
when
him
we're
the
ready.
sickle and equip it.
And I hand him the sickle.
Thanks.
What if
I
we
hope
just
nothing happens or I'll need it.
Good luck.
preempt
luck.
this,
Thank
you
you, I'm gonna
know?
need it.
Hedge our bets.
Ollie is betting against me. 1 billion.
Has
more.
Meredith come over to talk to me yet? Because she came over to talk to me at one point, but then never again.
Meredith is
after
a
that.
bird.
He's a bird. A strange
right now.
bird, incapable of speaking.
Correct.
I try to get closer, but I'm not sure if I can with this cliff.
She tries to speak and it just comes out scree.
She will attempt to perch on your arm if you hold it out.
Okay, I whisper to Meredith, did you prepare any method of obscuring?
Let me check my prepared spells list real quick. Where is it?
Perhaps with some sort of mist.
Or
The
maybe-
eagle's
if you
going
were
to
put
nod
those
its
two
head.
words together, an obscuring mist.
If
Or perhaps a
Perhaps-
fuck cloud.
or maybe some other member of the party has the capability to do this.
Hey, you
I don't
gotta
know,
cover
does
your
the- I don't-
tracks, cover everything.
Does the does the sickle work through that? I didn't think it did.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well,
It
maybe I
works
will.
through all darkness and concealment.
Okay, well, I will talk to you about that next then.
Vico, I'm curious because you're the only one who I think
Do
would have
concealment
possibly
stack?
been paying attention.
By chance?
Concealment. It's usually whichever is higher.
Fog
Um,
cloud provides lightly obscured.
Vico, I think you're the
In
only
case
one who
that's
might have been
relevant.
paying attention. So, have you been looking at Veldrin, or where have Vico's eyes been?
Oh. Well, he was just kind of keeping an eye on. Oh yeah. Actually, let me just roll like a little,
Sure.
just for myself, a little perception check, see how aware Vika would have been. Probably
Okay.
keeping some eye on it.
He, you notice that the lantern, giving off this dull blue light, is strapped to his hip by some sort of pouch or something, but it's held there. That's all.
I'm also going to go over to Cole and give him my familiar and say,
What's this for?
A scorpion.
A scorpion just crawls out of Vico's arm
Back.
onto your back.
Okay.
Snack for later.
And
What
I'm
is
gonna
this little
say
guy
he's-
for?
Are you hungry?
he's
That's what
trained.
that's for.
He's trained. He's trained to help me fight. He might be some small service to you as well.
Okay. Well, I hope so. We need all the help I can
Trying
get.
to-
with it.
We're trying to give you all the help we can. Okay, and I leave. I'm gonna go try to talk to Thalia about some other potential obscurement that we can
Alright.
maybe rustle up.
I would say at this point, like 45 minutes are left. Anyone who has paid the remotest attention to the dining table over towards the front of the camp notices that for the past probably 5, maybe 10 minutes, Fishhead Jones has been eating alone at the table with just a full chicken wing in his mouth.
Bless his heart.
Is there
I have
anyone
not- I have
else
not
at the
been-
dining table?
I
No.
was gonna say, can I go join him?
Yeah,
Especially if I
absolutely.
wouldn't see him.
You can absolutely join.
Yeah, I want to go join.
Because
him
there's like,
then.
oh my goodness! Thank gosh you guys have finally come. You gotta
Oh,
eat
sit down.
heartily before your battle to be. You, dwarf, you could definitely appreciate this chicken we got. It is so good. And you, Colt,
Are there
I have no idea. Do you like soup? We have this soup, but it's a bit dubious.
I'm good.
That is
I don't
just-
want to see.
are there any spare chicken legs?
Yeah.
Like, just lying
There's like
around.
a pile.
I need 2.
Yeah, do I notice Meredith up there? Eyeballing?
Sure.
Doesn't matter. She's going to
Meredith's not
swoop
big,
down and
so-
grab 2.
Yeah, fantastic.
That-
Nice.
The hog just swiped my food! I
Again,
just
that's-
piled that!
That's a druid.
That's just Meredith.
I just piled that! He seems like really dejected, like he was gonna eat all of it.
Sorry about that fish head joke.
It's not
I'm
your
going to
fault,
give
Colt
one of the-
Irons.
I'm gonna
Fair
give
enough.
one of the chicken
Munchable
legs I
to have
swiped
some
to my
meat.
bird.
Anyway, Colt Irons, what is your game plan? Seriously though, I think you should eat before the battle starts. Can't go into fighting on an empty stomach.
I don't really have a game plan,
Well, that's
if I'm being honest.
that's not concerning at all. For my name is
Well-
Fishhead Jones, and I believe in you.
Thanks. Kind of hoping my marksmanship holds up.
Fishhead Jones
much all I
immediately and unsubtly turns to you, Arzoth, after he says that to Colt, and whispers, "Yeah, no, that's really fucking stupid. Did I make a mistake? Are we gonna die? Is Colt in fucking trouble? He doesn't have a plan. What's
Well,
he
I
gonna
mean,
do?
He's a
Cry
hell
at
of a
him?
shot. He's a hell of a shot, and
Well, I
you gotta
agree with that,
think
but
I'm
don't you
supposed
think he should, like, practice shooting or something? Like, come on.
I do think he should have a bit of a, a backup plan in case things start not looking great for him. But I mean,
Why are
honestly,
you speaking
that's
so
up to him if
loud?
he
He's
doesn't
right
die.
there. He's gonna hear us.
That's the point. I want
I
him
can
to hear
already hear you.
The
Just-
cold irons. Total faith.
No, but
Thank
seriously, Colt, you should have a backup plan in case you start looking real bad. Unless you really plan on dying on this hill for this hourglass.
Well, less of a hill, more of a mountain.
I don't really want to die on this hill, but
Less of a hill,
I
more
don't
of a
really
mountain.
know of. I don't really know of another backup plan other than run away. I think it's better if I just focus on hitting my shots.
All right then, fair enough. Hit those shots. Do you need a target to practice on? I could probably go find some old skelly bones.
No. I'm fine with practice.
Well, if you're confident. Right then, we're just gonna keep enjoying this chicken. But I'm not
You know,
sure how
Colt,
much longer we have.
You could go observe your opponent and see what he's up to.
I
Get a
could.
read of what you're up to.
You're right, I probably should.
Not a
Colt's gonna
bad
walk
idea.
off.
Okay. I would say there are now 35 minutes left.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
What's
I'm gonna
going
go.
on with
I'm
the,
gonna
Yeah, what's going on over there?
say to Thalia. I'm gonna say. I remember once you were in a spot of trouble, and it got really dark. Is that something that you can do anytime?
Every so often.
Okay. Just something to keep in mind.
She kind of lowers her voice. I mean, why would you even ask me that? Are you implying that I would tamper with the results of an honorable duel? Honestly, I'm hurt. My heart is shattered into several pieces that you would even imply that I might do such a thing. She's whispering. I can't whisper and say that, but she is whispering. I'm trying to make that clear.
You've hurt Thalia's
I'm gonna-
feelings.
I'm gonna say in a low voice back. I'm gonna say, I was just thinking that perhaps there could be a a strange weather anomaly, perhaps, and if Colt happens to be prepared for such a thing, it might not necessarily work out to his disadvantage.
There is.
The weather on the mountains, it can be very unpredictable.
So there is another thing. I have a couple of tricks. I also have something that ensures that perhaps such a thing that might not benefit whoever we want it to not benefit. Hypothetically, if I were to do such a thing and make things dark.
I'm
Very
observing
interesting.
him. What do I see?
Interesting.
You see a man wiping down his pistol, as I described it earlier, with a white gleam, sort of like a line traveling from one end of the pistol to the other,
Do I know
constantly
about this
back
pistol?
and forth. You've seen this before. I'll say that. This, you know, how about you roll me? I'm gonna do it as like a memory check sort of thing. I want you to roll me a wisdom check, and based on how high the roll is, I will tell you how much you know about this.
Oh boy.
A wisdom roll. Okay.
This is, you know a fair bit about firearms. This is a dragoon pistol.
Dragoon pistol.
And if you recall, it has some sort of enchantment on it. Though you've never actually seen him have to fire it in your presence. You have no idea what the enchantment could be.
Alright.
25 minutes. As Veldrin notices you, he says, "Come to take a look at your competition."
Figured I should. Wouldn't be right if I didn't.
I suppose you're still using that long, clunky, long-barreled one?
Clunky, you say?
Well, it's just obvious that pistols are a more effective choice. More elegant. More easy to transport. Higher damage.
Higher damage. Are you crazy?
No. But you might be to have challenged me.
Might be a little. Not wrong about that.
You sure you want to do this?
You could still bow out. Thalia is sauntering over.
Yes. Perhaps your friend here has a point.
I think
After
Thalia
all-
would be pretty disappointed. No.
Oh, very well.
I
I've
mean-
made the challenge.
I mean, as much as I would like to see your bullet-riddled corpse, but you know,
20
I
minutes.
feel like other people I know would be sad if you died horribly.
I think I'll be fine. Cold Iron is gonna walk back now.
Good on you for attempting to preserve the life of your friend. But
Well,
it matters not,
you
as you know. We'll all die eventually. Some of us sooner than later. I can't read your time left. Strange. You're a walking mystery.
Is that what gives you confidence? You think you've seen the death of everyone around you?
It is not confidence. He looks at you with those hollow eyes, seemingly soulless pupils, as he goes. It is fear.
You know, there's a way you might... The things that you're afraid of, they don't necessarily have to come to pass. Nothing is fixed in the way of things.
You talking to your friends?
Make a diplomacy check with disadvantage.
Oh boy, we love those.
You've got this.
Oh, that just makes me sadder.
He looks at you, shakes his head from side to side, and says, I'm sorry, but that fear has a chokehold around my neck. And I truly believe, from what I've seen, that nothing could change it. In that case, this fight too is an inevitability. Arguing against his wishes would be folly. He reaches out and puts a shaky hand on your shoulder as he says, You are kind to think of others in this moment. Let us pray that it will not be the downfall of you. And then he walks past you, stands right here, 10 minutes remaining. One of the guards approaches, stands over here by him, and goes, Well, as the officiant for these sort of things, are you ready, Veldrin? He goes, As soon as my opponent is, yes.
I wanna ask Colt. You need any last minute gear before you go into this? Colt.
Colt has died
He's
badly.
His
lost
headset
his
do be
voice.
doing that. Unmute thyself, John.
Yeah, Colt is gonna say.
Cool, he
"I
already
feel
fucking
like
died.
I believe I am prepared as I can be for this.
You sure? I have Molotov. I have tar bomb. I have keg.
Oh, yeah,
Gunpowder.
give me those.
I will give you all of them.
The keg is a little big for this sort
well,
of thing.
the keg can be placed somewhere of his choosing.
I feel like the keg is just an invitation for Veldrin to light you up like a Christmas tree.
Well, I mean, I can keep the keg. I'm
Hold on to the keg.
offering all of these things.
So you give him
Hold on to
the
keg.
firebomb and what?
I'm giving him a tar bomb and a Molotov cocktail.
Okay.
Do you have a torch?
I have a flint and steel. It's probably like one of those single-hand strikers, like
Okay.
blacksmiths use.
I think I have one of those too. I'm ready.
In that case, it is whenever you are ready. Feel free to march over there.
So where's
Where
the
is it
duel
happening?
happening?
You see Veldrin?
Yeah.
There you
In
go.
this alleyway? That's where it's happening? Or at
I
least
guess
starting?
that's where it's starting. The
Okay,
whole
well, I
fort
guess
is in play, I guess.
if that's happening, can I climb up this thing? Is it easy?
Yeah, it would be. I mean, you could reasonably do so. Just take 10. It'll take you like a minute to reasonably just get a good foothold and prop up.
Okay, alright. I guess I'm up here.
Okay.
With Meredith,
Anybody
Let's
else want
rock.
to move around before the
ready to
event
survey
starts?
this duel.
No, I'm gonna hang out down here with
Um,
the fish head.
Alright. I am going to eye the mercenary. That guy's got his bow drawn still, right? That's kind of sus.
I mean, they're all
Right.
ready for you guys to act. His bow's not like
Yeah.
strung; it's just ready.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna
gonna
get
try
my
to-
I'm gonna get my javelin out just in case things go south and
I'm gonna
Veldrin tries
circle
to stab
around these
people in the back.
bozos.
You're gonna what? Sorry?
I'm gonna circle around these bozos, go where they're not looking, just in case, you know?
Okay.
Just start
sure.
circling
Yeah,
overhead.
You fly over that way. Is that everyone, or does anybody else want to move? Thalia, Vico, you're both good?
I'm good.
Okay. The man standing between Colt and Veldrin speaks up as he says, "Right. Well, here begins the duel as agreed upon by both parties. You shall use firearms as the weapon of choice. The duel shall begin after both parties have turned and walked 10 paces, at which point they may draw on one another. That's 10 feet. If you have anything you wish to say, now is your time to do so." Well then,
No, I'm ready.
it begins. Turn your backs. And with that, Veldrin turns his back to you, Colt.
Cole turn his back to Veldrin.
No quick draw, rapid shot nonsense.
Begin walking. Now! And at this point, I need Colt to roll initiative.
Got it.
Can he have the bonus from my familiar? It says master gains +4 to initiative.
That is unfortunately not his master.
Dang.
It's a
too
good
bad.
thought, though.
That's okay. I still got. He's little scorpion's got one more trick up his sleeve. Hopefully.
Oh, I totally
When it comes up.
forgot. But at this moment, that's good. So you will be moving first. But before we begin, there needs to be something.
Uh-oh. Oh my. Well, that's gonna get the stream demonetized.
I told him he could only play it a few seconds, and then he had to turn it off.
It's okay. Colt doesn't need the scorpion's bonus. He's fine.
Begin.
He's got it.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and rapid shot him twice.
Go for it.
Deadly aim as well.
Okay.
Alright, this is the first shot. This is
That's a
touch
hit.
AC.
I know.
Alright. Second shot. Damn.
Okay, so first shot hits.
What's your AC, Colt? Touch.
15 damage. And
15
I'm gonna reload.
damage.
My touch AC is 14.
As his shoulder is like slung back a little from your shot, Veldrin bites down on his lip a little bit, charges forward back at you, and then he is going to shoot back at you. Let's see here versus your touch AC, which is plus.
You said it's a 12, Colt?
No, my touch is 14. Yeah, that hit.
He is going to use up close and deadly. So he will increase his damage by 1d6, which means his total here is going to be 14 points of damage to you.
That's a lot of damage.
You just dealt 15 to him.
I was gonna say, y'all
know.
keep it even.
As he pulls out his pistol, blasts you, returning fire right into your shoulder. It is your turn again.
I'm gonna stand right there and I'm gonna shoot him 2 times again. I'm just gonna do the same.
Okay.
What a numbskull.
It's
The
the
one-
first shot.
One thing he has is distance, and he's not even using it.
That is a miss.
Damn.
That hits.
Alright.
Okay. 14 more points of damage. You shoot Veldrin in his other shoulder as he goes, "Ugh!" Clearly in significant pain now. He reels back for a second before looking at you for the first time with a little bit of emotion in his eyes as he goes, "You are doing quite well. Seems you picked up a few tricks." And then he's going to attempt to shoot you with rapid shot, with 2 up close and personal shots as well.
Oh no. Yeah, that hits. Yeah, that also hits.
Okay.
Okay. Dang.
So this is the first
You
shot's
get none of
damage.
Oh, man.
Goodbye, Colt.
Yeah, goodbye.
You looking okay?
He's
Nah,
not
at all.
dead. And then this is the second shot.
Oh, man. Good thing you have a D10 hit
Yeah, that's
die.
me
Goodness.
You're unconscious.
What? Really?
All right.
Oh my.
Colt falls to the ground. Unconscious. And at this point, Veldrin spits up some blood. Ugh. Not bad. Someone heal his wounds. If he yet breathes, I will hear what he truly wishes for in a minute. And as Veldrin turns around, he stumbles. Keep stumbling, and then takes a knee.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I was, but I can switch
lay
it to my
on hands.
computer.
on Colt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thalia is going to do so. Thalia
Oh my
is
God,
going
are
to
you
walk
kidding me?
over to
I'll use
Veldrin.
another.
And she's going to
That's better.
just. Okay. I'm gonna try something very stupid here.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So is there a way to make it look like I'm casting one spell and then like change it up at the last minute?
I would say it's a bluff check
That's a bluff check.
to fake the
Okay.
spells.
I wanna make it look like I'm gonna cast a cure wounds spell and then inflict wounds at the last second, you know?
Sure. I mean, I would
Oh
say
my
that the
God.
symbols for those are
Oh.
fairly different. It's more just the application, so it's a bit easier to pull off.
Yeah. So, okay, so I roll my bluff check. Oh boy. Okay. Let's do that. Pray for me.
Killing anyway.
As you put your shoulder. Okay, that's a great bluff check. As you put your hand on his shoulder, he looks up to you and he goes, "Oh, it's you again." As you cast the spell,
Okay, so do I need to make an attack roll?
he's not moving. He doesn't have
Letting you
any.
do this to
Yeah,
him.
he doesn't know that you're doing this, so
Okay.
this is kind of a sneak attack situation.
Okay. So let's see here. That would be this much in the way of damages. Minimum
No.
damage.
Here's the
Oh,
thing.
That's tragic.
You all watch as Thalia places her hand on Veldrin's shoulders. He goes, "There's no need to heal me." As he starts convulsing violently, puking up more blood. And he falls unconscious. As he goes, "This wasn't supposed to." Now he is on the ground, disabled.
Is Colt up, by the way?
I don't know.
I healed him for 10 points.
Technically, I'm conscious.
You're at 0?
Okay.
That would bring me. No, I'm above 0.
Okay. Colt stirs back into consciousness right as this happens.
I'm
He's
gonna.
he's oh,
Can I
Oh.
can I try to like help hoist him up,
I'm
and
gonna.
then while doing
sure.
that,
I'm gonna-
see if
I'm
I
gonna look
can
at the
unlodge
officiant.
the potion
I'm gonna look at
or
the
Unlodge.
the
officiant and say.
hourglass.
I'm gonna look at the officiant and say,
One
"Is this
second.
part of the duel still?"
The officiant goes, "What? I'm not sure. It seems that he's fallen, but you did as well, and
I'm
then..."
falling. Well, I'm still breathing. Am I? Is the duel still going?
I don't know if he's... Hold on. Well, they've definitely interfered by now, if that's the case, but I don't know if he's still alive. I need to go check. And as the officiant makes his way over there, Vico, before you can grab it, the lantern begins to give off that pale glow. And it gets brighter and brighter. And then you watch as that glow seems to envelop all of Veldrin's corpse. And it begins to shift in form, in nature. As the officiant goes, What the hell's happening?" You
Draw your
watch
weapons and prepare for battle.
You
We will not
watch
be facing a man.
as a
I jump down from the rock.
spear-like appendage pierces through the officiant's neck. And he falls
Yep.
over dead.
Dead.
No. Shit.
Draw your weapons, men. We contend not with flesh and blood, but an abomination.
His pale brow and soulless eyes now wrapped in this horned figure with spears for arms, its very flesh, its armor. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Well,
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Are any of the band
Kind of slow this time around, guys.
Are any of the bandits
That's
what?
fine. Yes.
You're cutting out.
Oh my god. How many ones can I
Guess
roll?
we'll find out.
I'm not the slowest.
If you're asking if they're fighting alongside you, the answer is probably not.
Yeah, I can't.
It's not gonna go great.
They're kind of shitting
Alright, I just had
themselves
to check
at the
my-
moment.
Initiative mine.
Big head!
Yeah, that's
What are
pretty
you
much
doing, buddy? Plan, man!
Fishhead appears to be telling the other bandits, from what you can hear, from making out his voice here, "What? All of you! Hide! That's no longer the boss!"
What a
Check.
courageous answer.
You coward!
Where's off the kid?
Alright, everybody feel free to
Wait,
add
why can't I
themselves to
roll
the
any
turn
dice? What the heck?
God, yes! Give me the keg!
order. Can everyone add
Give me
themselves
it!
to the turn order? Thank you.
Come on, please work
There
this
you
time.
go. It worked.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Quite good.
Well,
Finally.
well, I'm helping.
Finally a +8 to initiative that does something.
Well, good news. We don't have to fight Veldred.
Oh, sick.
Oh, good.
That
yeah,
is
that's,
probably
that's
that
what
is
I was
probably
hoping.
bad news because I would rather fight Veldrin.
Koshtu,
Oh, yo, man.
you're up.
You almost like defeated him.
Okay. Alright, I am going to move up next to Thalia, and I am going to make my attack. Since I don't really know what his sort of like defenses are like, I will go ahead and go for what I suspect is my highest damage option, which is to lay into him with my power attack.
Okay.
And let's see. Hold on, my attack mod is a +10. Okay, wow, that's significantly improved. And then I think I subtract 2. Is it 2 for power attack at this level, at level 5 or 4?
You would need to
I
pull
don't
it
know
up.
offhand.
It's +4.
He's
Plus
asking
4,
about the
-2.
penalty. -2?
Yeah, it's
okay.
minus
Penalty's
two.
-2, yeah.
The penalty is always
Okay, -2,
half
alright.
of what your damage is.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, nice. Okay, well that's not a crit fail, but
Yeah, you
pretty gosh dang close.
you swing, still kind of shaken by this creature's new form having taken over Veldrin's body. And just in your attempt to sort of steady yourself but you know, take a wild first swing,
Right.
you miss. As the creature itself turns to look at you,
Unfortunate.
it goes, "You shall be counted among the end." And it is going to attempt to attack you with its spear claws.
Cool.
First one is a 19 to hit.
Nice.
Is that a miss?
Okay, that is a hit.
That is a hit. Okay. Second one's a 15.
That's a hit.
They're both hits?
what?
That's a miss.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
No, that
I
was
was,
a miss.
I was about to be
15.
very worried.
So you take 6 points of damage, and I need you to make a fortitude saving throw.
Oh, fortitude save. Hey, that is good news. Alright.
Colt, you basically just woke up to see the corpse of your former friend
Whoa.
transform
Nope,
in this glowing light into this cursed, twisted creature.
Not the weirdest thing I've seen in the past
126. How
couple
does that
weeks.
sound?
Okay,
Okay, that's a 10. Plus 6 is... My rolls are just horrible. Alright.
you take
I assume that fails whatever it is that I'm doing.
2 points of strength damage that will last for.
Oh,
Let's see here.
wow.
Ooh, that's bad.
Let's see
That's
here.
very cool. I love strength damage. Very nice.
Last for 2 rounds.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, only
that's-
2 rounds. Okay, that's not horrible.
Thought
Okay.
bro was gonna hit you in 2 days.
Next
Okay.
up,
So I took-
Thalia.
I took 6. I took 6
6
points
damage.
of wounds and 2 points of strength damage, right?
Correct.
Okay, Thalia's gonna back the fuck off, and I'm gonna make a religion check. What the hell is this thing? Like,
Sure. Yeah. Make a religion check.
okay. Good old religion check.
You can
Please don't
expect
fail
good
me
things from
now.
me.
Thank you to 60 Sweet
Yeah.
for that
There we
$10
go.
donation. I think
Oh,
Arazov
wow,
can do
thank
something
you.
in this fight. I'm assuming that means you want the point to go to Arazov
Yeah.
here. So
you.
Arazov, go ahead and give yourself a hero point, courtesy of 60 Sweet. Everybody be sure to
Thank you.
let him know how much we appreciate
much.
that.
Really appreciate it.
So kind.
Okay.
Okay, I am
So-
going to message you.
Yay.
Ooh, secret DM info.
Probably typing something like, "You guys are boned. You need to get out of there," to Thalia, something like that.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, I only took 6 points of damage. That's not a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 2 of it was
But-
strength damage.
Fortunately, right, I took 2 straight 9 hits of that without them dying. So that's damage, but I can... And it doesn't last forever, supposedly. As long as it doesn't, like...
I'm
Like, oh, you
sorry.
took more strength damage? Well, beyond I rolled strength damage 6 rounds. Very great.
I'm sorry, Colt. I couldn't give you the magic weapon treatment this turn. This felt more important.
Alright, it's on Discord.
Worried about
Okay.
it.
Do I know what that is?
You can
Am I
look it up.
allowed to?
You can look it up.
Okay. Because I don't know what that is. Thalia would know what that is. Maybe. Oh, delightful.
No.
Now it's
Oh,
clear
that's-
that it's not anywhere near that yet.
Uh-huh.
But that does seem to be what it's headed towards.
Okay. Okay, I see.
So if
Oh.
it grows in power, it's gonna be a problem.
It's an undead abomination!
Uh-oh.
Whatever.
Colt.
Yep, figured that part out.
Thalia just screamed in your ear. It's an undead abomination! What do you want to do?
But she's saying it loud enough for the bandits to hear.
Galt Iron is gonna shoot at him.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
2 first, ask questions later. Like it.
Gonna do another rapid shot. You can do the same thing. Yeah.
That's a hit.
Second shot.
That's a miss.
Never hit both.
Hey, yo, me and you, bro.
Wow.
Okay, 6 points of damage to this undead abomination.
Nice.
That puts Vico up. As the bullet ricochets against this creature's thick skin, it does not even flinch, does not move, does not hesitate, simply absorbing the blow.
What is like? I assume if I move away, there will be an opportunity attack. Is there like a disengage type of action?
Yeah, there's a
here?
disengage. If you do
You can
nothing,
5-foot step.
Yeah, you
oh, there's
can-
also disengage action.
you can 5-foot step, and then you can safely move from there if you're out of its range. to
5
anything.
step with a move. I guess you can take
Yeah, but you can take a double move. That's what we're trying to say. Like, you can safely move from there, but it's a full
Right.
round
Yeah.
activity.
Oh, yeah. I should probably do that.
You gonna disengage
yeah.
a move?
Yeah, I'll draw my crossbow and it just kind of like sweep up between the behind Arazoth and aim my weapon.
All right. Its
Gonna get
hollow red
behind the
eyes
big guy.
seem to flick over to you as you run away.
Look at Arazoth and mind if I take a step behind you?
Not at all.
Meredith, you are up.
This motherfucker.
Me-
Alright. So still
Meredith,
currently a burb.
Blank.
it fears the light.
I am not in a position to cast spells right now.
I know, but she's just saying it for good measure.
Well, that's good for it, because the light... well, I have no idea how I was going to continue this thing. I'm just gonna kill it.
Smack it real good.
3 attacks as
Let's
an
go, bro.
3 attacks as a burb.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Second one hits.
Surely one of those hit.
Alright, that should be +4. So instead it's 6 damage.
Got it.
Yeah.
Hello, other burb.
Did you include flanking in your hits, by the way?
Oh, does flanking do extra damage?
No,
No.
just extra
Oh.
hit.
No,
But it still would have
Doesn't-
missed.
Okay. Would my eagle be flanking with Costu?
Not
Yes.
from that angle, no.
Cool.
Huh?
You would need it. You would need the flank partner to be there, Thalia. One down from where Costu is.
Wait, why?
No,
Isn't this
because
a large creature?
Oh no, yeah,
Look
no,
to the
you're right.
middle,
Because
it's the
large
opposite
creature,
side.
yeah, because it's opposite sides.
yeah.
Heck yeah. That's a +9 to hit them.
Sorry, again, my
go
brain's still a
burb.
little on the myth. Okay, so
So
all
one of
three
those
hit.
natural
Okay,
20.
right. One of those might hit.
All 3 hit.
Remind me what the process for critical hits is again?
You gotta
Times
roll
2.
to confirm.
No,
Confirm,
Okay.
we don't roll the confirm here. I think
Okay,
it's
so
an annoying process.
So I just
Okay.
do I just double the damage or double the dice?
You times 2 the first dice roll and then add the modifiers after that.
Okay, so I'll just roll 44 because that's how many dice I'd be rolling. Yeah, that's the damage.
Single-handedly take this thing down.
Again, unflinching, but it does seem to knock off a piece of the creature's hide on its side with the beak attack. Arazoth, you're up.
Right. I'm gonna move right up here. My Dorndagar drawn in its 10-foot length.
Fight it!
I'm going to enter defensive stance and attack this mofo.
Okay, roll to hit.
Alright. Give me 1 sec so I can make sure I add this up right, because defensive stance is making me change things.
Okay, while he's rolling, remind me, moving within range provokes opportunity attacks, or it doesn't?
Moving out of
When you-
range.
Me out.
When you leave.
So moving within is fine. So if I were to move, like, here,
Yeah.
it'd be fine. Cool. Alright, nice. That is good.
Or if you-
Would remove my flanking. Well, I could
Or
attack
if you were to
first.
move behind him to give Arazoth flanking instead. You know.
Right, but I have a couple tricks up my sleeve. So
Well,
it
there
would be
you
better
go.
for me to be within 5 feet of as many people as possible.
And I want to use a use of Stone Strike as well on my attack.
Sure.
28 hit.
No.
It absolutely does.
Okay.
Oh, you don't smite evil. Boo.
Let me make sure I add this, do this right.
Bird does not smite evil. He just doesn't like it.
He just
Bird's
so
not
Bird's
Right.
just annoyed. Bird's just like, this thing's fucking ugly. And you guys were worried. Don't worry. It's not over.
Alright. 10 points of damage.
Okay. Another piece of armor chunked off the side. Costu, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and attack it right now. Hopefully I've recovered my wits a bit.
Let's see.
Bro, please, what the heck?
Maybe don't power attack.
You don't think I should power attack?
Well, you get...
If you're
more
having
hit.
trouble hitting it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, last time the problem was I rolled a freaking 2. How about a 23?
23 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Alright. Oh. Get some strength damage, so my damage is a little lower than it used to.
It's like a point lower.
Yeah, but all my strength gets multiplied by 1.5.
Yeah.
How about 17 points of damage?
Okay. As you
And then
pierce a hole into
Go
the armored plating in this guy's chest, you watch as a pale black fog begins to fall out and the whole area becomes seeped in a deeper darkness. So hold on.
Yo. That is not
Oh.
normal.
Hold up.
Spooky.
Oh, nice.
Hold up.
Yeah.
I think I need a feat for that.
Okay, well, I'm gonna move. Can I see my allies still, or not really?
I know deeper darkness. I was gonna be like, can I counterspell that? But that's not how that works.
Sorry, what did you ask?
Can I move? Can I still see my allies well enough to move closer to them?
You can't really see anything at all, honestly. Deeper darkness is like, you barely see the hand in front of your face.
Okay.
You see the creature.
Okay, I'm gonna grope around, or I'm gonna like try to move, reposition myself to where I think they are.
Also, you
I would
can't
like to
move
move-
anyway because you attacked. And you
Oh,
don't
wait,
have
but I
roll
only
attack.
took one attack.
You can't attack and then move. You can only move and then attack.
Oh, dang. Okay. Yeah, I forgotten about that. Okay, well then I will stay here.
Okay.
You
Meredith, you're getting struck at this time.
My bad. Then I will move and then
I'm gonna assume that's a miss.
Roughly.
And how about that one?
Also a miss.
Okay. 2 swipes swing at you in the darkness as you're flying in the air, but they just whiff to either side of your wings as you wonder where these blows have come from. Thalia, you're up.
Okay, so I'm annoyed because I know deeper darkness, but I can't counterspell it because I didn't have an action ready, and I'm grumpy about this.
You can technically still
so-
try to dispel it, I believe.
I don't have dispel. I don't
Okay.
have dispel magic. Like, that's like the one spell that I always,
You
yeah,
can cast
I
your
don't
own
have.
deeper darkness.
Oh my god.
I mean, would you let me do that?
Yeah.
Dark section. Extra dark.
You can both
super
see
dark.
in that darkness then.
Okay, so you're not gonna let me make a spell craft. Okay, so I'm gonna cast magic weapon on Colt. Then fuck it, we ball.
Okay. Colt,
Wolf should still have the sickle.
a hand reaches out to you in the darkness, but it is familiar, and as it touches your gun, it glows with a faint light.
Also, Thalia can see in the magical darkness anyway.
Yeah, so Thalia sees.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, I can't even see what I'm going to be shooting at.
Have faith. And
Please
she,
don't shoot me, Cole.
No promises.
And with that,
and she,
Don't you have the
She's-
sickle?
she's gonna move over here to towards Costu.
okay, fair enough. Colt, that makes you up.
I'm going to tell Vico to take the sickle off my belt
Very good call.
and take it. I mean, I know what direction the enemy vaguely is in. if they
Yes.
haven't moved.
You also know Arazoth is vaguely in the direction in front of you.
Yeah, but if I shoot high, I shouldn't hit Arzon.
I am a dwarf, and he's
Well,
aiming
it
at a
is
large
total
creature.
darkness, so you'll see.
Okay.
Well,
Arzon, watch
We'll
out.
see what happens. Here we go.
Shot coming from behind you.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna say your odds are like 50-50 on not hitting Arazoth, and then 50-50 on hitting the creature.
In this guy.
That's bad odds, Cole.
I know that's bad odds.
The last time?
Never tell me the odds.
Time to tip the
If I
scales.
If I take a 5-foot step like that, does that do
I was gonna
anything
say, you
for my
can
odds?
move.
I mean,
Hopefully.
you're still
Didn't you
blind
mean that?
firing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not directly. and
Cor-
it's kinda more
correct.
indirect.
But you also don't know where Arazoth is exactly. Anyway,
You're right.
you may go for it. Speaking of which, I should be taking away your vision
Take
right
the
now.
shot, Colt.
I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna go 10 feet this way, and I'm sure I know I'm right next to Arzoth at this
I was
point.
gonna say, could you find me?
I'm taking
think I
away
can.
everybody's vision that's not Thalia.
There you go. That's good.
Okay, I'm taking a shot. I shouldn't be able to hit Arzoth because they're next to me.
Oh, wow. Hello.
Actually,
What's
I'm
my-
gonna shoot. I
what's
want
the
to try to shoot
penalty
a
on
flare
there?
cartridge and see what that does.
That won't do anything, but go for it. Go
So
nuts.
what are you doing?
I'm gonna shoot a flare cartridge and watch it do nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. It will do nothing.
First, roll your 50-50.
Just aim for his face, okay, Colt?
What
Please?
face?
Alright.
They have
The
no
monster's
vision.
face. Aim
Alright.
for it.
Alright, to be clear, I shouldn't be able to hit Arzoth at this point.
Yeah,
Oh.
you can just hit Meredith or Costu instead.
Okay, so that is, first of all, that is not even gonna hit. So I don't even need you to roll the d20, because you just fire off into the darkness.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Vico,
I'm gonna
you're
roll.
up.
Oh,
I can't see shit, right? Because this is magical darkness.
Correct.
Correct.
You know that there's a
The sickle
wall
doesn't
that
help
you're
with that?
pressed against, made of wood, to your left. And that there's also, like, a pile of wood stacked behind you.
Vico,
Colt
just run
was
past me.
next to you, but now
Someone
you're
get
hearing his
behind me.
voice distantly
Let me
shouting from in
blow
front
him
of
up.
Didn't Colt give you the sickle?
I didn't tell
Yeah.
him to take the sickle.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
you. Yeah, that doesn't make him see in darkness.
Yeah,
No,
he
it
could
just helps his hits.
Yeah.
Oh.
But if anyone's gonna
Don't-
hit, it's gonna be him and not me.
Don't think be able to engage in the melee though. Hmm.
You gotta run up to him.
feel like
How
I
big?
see.
How big is this area of darkness?
It's covering everything that you can see in the area as a whole. This is easily, like, at least 200 feet out.
Okay, so getting out of it is not.
Really an option, no.
That sucks.
Yes, it does.
I guess for now I'll try ready. I mean, it can see in it, so there's no reason it would.
You know that it can, or
You
you
got
just
this,
assume that
Rico.
it can.
Well, no.
It's
I
a
don't
creature
know
of
that it
darkness.
can, but I feel like I would assume that it the spell for its own benefit.
I don't think it was necessarily something in its control. I think it just kind of
Right.
happened. Yeah.
So if I try to shoot at, I know it's like I'll miss, but there is a chance I might hit like an ally, right?
There's a chance you might hit an ally. There's a chance that the attack itself will miss everything completely. And there's also a chance that it'll hit. You
Let's
just
try
don't
it.
know. You want to try it?
What can go wrong? What can go wrong?
All right.
I feel like it's better than doing absolutely nothing.
Everyone can get behind me and I can blow them up.
Shall I give the chat the ally POV right now? Because they can see what's going on, so let's give them Vico POV. That's what Vico sees, chat.
I want to see this.
Beautiful. I don't even see my token. I see just my name tag.
Yeah, me too.
Beautiful.
All right, so go ahead and take your first shot, Vico. I'm gonna need you to roll a d100. Whenever you're ready, Vico. Vico.
That's 12.
Okay. Need you to roll another d100.
Was a mistake.
That's a d1
That
minus
was another
0.
mistake. That's 29.
Okay. I do not need you to roll anything else. Your arrow whizzes from your crossbow.
Fair enough.
Meredith.
They're called bolts. 3 attacks, 3 concealment checks. Let's go.
I mean, you're in
My
melee, so
God.
it's different. Aw, just barely.
All misses.
Very sad.
Burp time.
Burb gets an attack.
One potential hit. It hits.
That is a.
The bird got a hit.
Yeah, I just.
Well done.
It's about to be my turn.
6 attacks, 1 hit. This is peak
Arsov,
gameplay.
you're up. Oh, it's great, right?
What? Okay.
I had to challenge you guys somehow. It's one creature.
What am I doing, DM?
What are you doing?
That's not up to me to decide.
I mean.
I guess I'm gonna take a swing at it, right? I mean, what else are we gonna do sitting around in the dark? I can't see shit.
Sure. Well, I
know
mean, you
he's
could
right
try
in
to
front
move or
of me.
something. Okay. So you're swinging?
I mean, yeah, I have. That's my best bet.
Roll
I
a
haven't seen
D100.
anything else.
So he also takes up the 2 squares in front of Aerosov? Just to be clear?
He is.
Thalia?
I am 10
Shut.
feet away from him. Oops. Sorry.
Okay.
Nice roll.
I put a space on accident. My bad.
That has a chance to hit.
Okay, so what now?
You
So he was
roll.
saying there's
No,
a chance.
Roll your attack roll.
Okay, cool.
There's basically just another layer of bullshit that you have to get through
All
now.
right. I'm gonna use another thing of stone strike, so same as I did last time.
That. Yeah, that hits.
Yes!
Roll that damage.
Nice.
Okay. Another heavy strike against this creature. You all hear in the darkness a loud boom, as if something had just punched up against something heavy. Costume. What do you want to do?
But so I have a question before I decide on my action. When Colt shot his flare cartridge, did I see anything?
No. You heard it.
Okay.
Magic.
Then I guess my character wouldn't know that a sun rod is going to be ineffective, so he's going to try to pull one out and try to light it.
Okay. You don't even really see the sun rod in front of you. You don't even see your hand as it reaches out far enough with the sun rod. And as you light
So
it,
can I
you
see
hear
the
the
sun rod
sound
when
of
it's
the
close
sun
to me,
rod.
or no?
Yeah, you can see it when it's like pulled up by your face.
But it's emitting no light.
Basically.
Talia was about to swear violently, but then breathes a sigh of relief.
You said it hated the light. This doesn't seem to be doing anything. I call back.
It's magical
Talia.
darkness. You need something stronger.
Oh, all right. Well, sorry. That's my turn. I don't think I can do anything else, can I? I think that's pretty much.
That is, in fact, your turn.
Yeah. Struck as
Unless
a
you
standard action, so. I'm gonna try to move to where I think Arzoth and all of them are.
Oh,
We will see what happens.
that again. You've already attacked. Oh, well, actually, you didn't. So you can move.
You can attack and move.
You cannot attack and move. Not in that order.
Yes, you can.
No, you cannot.
All right, we can have this rules debate later. Okay, I think Arzoth was over here, so I'm gonna try to move to where he and Meredith were. Is what I just did legal, or do I run into something?
You were able to successfully move to that tile.
Okay, all right.
I'm so scared of where this man landed because I'm 10 feet away from this creature.
Speaking
So
of this
hopefully I
creature,
should be within 5 feet of both Meredith and Arzoth.
And hopefully not directly in front of me. Fingers crossed.
Hey, Thalia.
Mm-hmm.
How we doing?
Yep. Oh, fantastic.
So since you've been recognized as a threat,
Oh. Ow. Ow.
Oh no! Damage rolls.
Okay.
okay,
Oh,
you take 14 points of damage, and I need you to roll 2 fortitude saving throws.
okay.
Do you die of
favorite-
strength damage in this game?
No, you just get paralyzed.
Correct.
Oh, yes, that is so much
Thalia
better
will
than being
become
dead.
incontinent.
No.
Is that the wrong word?
An idea.
Yes.
No, that's the perfect word.
First one is a success, second one is a failure. You take 1 point of strength damage for... Oh, that should actually be 5. So for 5 rounds. Speaking of which, Costu,
Nice.
you no longer have strength damage.
Okay.
Legendary.
Thalia,
Yeah,
it's
quick
now your turn.
question.
Yes. What is it?
Speaking is a free action, right? So you can just do that whenever.
Yes.
Okay. I want
so
to
much better.
shout right now. Everyone run the opposite direction of this creature. I want to blow it up.
Okay, so what Thalia is gonna do is she's going to touch attack this thing.
I was thinking of
She's
incompetent. That was the word. Sorry. Carry
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. So actually casting a spell provokes attack of opportunity. Hold up. Can I do this? I need to see.
You can
Can you
5-foot
not cast
step.
defensively?
Yeah.
Well, she could cast
Or just casting
defensively, but
defensively.
it's still...
Yeah. Okay. So 5-foot step. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on this bastard.
Okay.
Oh.
I like this.
Now,
I don't think that actually does anything, but I'm gonna.
I need to check it to be sure.
I
Ooh.
don't think it does, but
It's gonna
That
do
could be
something for
good
me.
though.
no, it won't because it's too low level.
Yeah, unfortunately, you do cast Fairy Fire, and a pale glow surrounds him in your vision,
Yeah, but
but you kind of already have pale vision, because you're seeing in black and white.
she kind of see this
So
is,
it doesn't really do much.
You know what I love? Counterplay. I love actual counterplay. It's great. You should add it to some encounters, Mr. GM.
You
Anyway,
fought one with
moving right
counterplay
along.
before, so don't think that I am just, you know.
All right. Well, the sun rod didn't work. Dang.
Cool.
All right.
Yep.
Fairy fire didn't work. We'll figure something else out. Let me look at what other abilities
do
I
I know
have.
what direction the enemy is from me? I
You
can probably
heard
hear it doing
footsteps
stuff.
moving towards, I would say east.
Okay.
You heard like a couple loud stomps.
Am I poking anyone if I point my gun that way?
Yeah, you swing and the barrel of your gun hits flesh.
Shit.
Arazoth, you feel cold metal poking at your back.
Well, now you can't hit
Oh,
Arizona.
Not the time to execute me.
I'm not. Where is it?
I don't know. Who did I hear Thalia get attacked by this creature?
You heard it move. I don't think
Can I
Thalia emitted any sound that I'm aware of.
Okay, gotcha.
Can I take? If I take a 5-foot step to the right, can I like notch? Can I like basically not shoot?
You don't know.
And shoot in the direction of
You
it.
don't know.
If I take a 5-foot step to the right, is my barrel still poking Arizona?
You would have to take the 5-foot step to find out.
I'm taking 5-foot step to the right.
Okay. Your barrel is still poking Arazoth.
In the
Hey, we can
the,
hug.
the exact same direction.
How would I be able to answer that? You don't know.
Maybe. I'm assuming I heard it like up and to the right.
Correct.
All right, and I took one step right. If Arazoth was diagonal to me,
I
I'm
can't
aiming
answer this
diagonal.
question. I can't tell you exactly where he is. I can only tell you your gun is still poking at him.
can I shoot past him? Can I like make it towards not poking him and just shoot past him?
Maybe. There'd still be a chance it would hit him. From where you're shooting right now.
All right. I guess I'm gonna take 2 steps to the right.
Okay.
Am I still poking him in the back?
No.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna take the shot.
You can't. You've taken 2 move actions.
Well, technically, I could have only taken one.
You 5-foot stepped, and
Moving
then you
10
took
feet.
another.
Well, I kept stepping to check and see if I was
But you
still
declared
stepping
it as a
because-
5-foot step.
All right. So be it.
Vico, you're up.
That's my turn.
Alright, well. The most recent thing I did was find Arizoth and then turn around to shoot. And Arizoth said, get away, so I'm just gonna take my movement and walk the other way.
Okay. Where are you moving? Go ahead and move your token.
Who has tabs on this creature right now? Who's last in contact with it?
Hello.
The only one who can kind of call out where it is
Yeah. Well, I'm asking this in character, so
It only moved.
where am I hearing hopefully a Thalia response from?
It only moved 5 feet to the right.
Okay, cool.
Somewhere around here. And I guess,
And why did you warn Vico off?
Because I told you I'm gonna blow it up since none of us can see it.
That won't work.
if I wanted to try shooting it again, first of all, I don't know if it can, because I don't know if you're just
You can
gonna say,
certainly
"There's a wall in
try."
the way," which is fair enough. But I figure there's no harm in just trying again.
Yeah.
I don't have any better
Go
actions
for
to
it,
take.
matey.
Feel free to go for the shot. Hey, don't call him
It's
baby. That's a
77.
full-grown man.
I
All
said
right.
matey.
Roll damage.
Roll damage, alright. Damage crossbow, damage crossbow, sorry. Been a while. Heavy crossbow, 1d10.
Ye old heavy crossbow.
Okay.
That
It's a solid 2.
Arizoth, you
Oh.
take 2 points of damage as an
The hell,
arrow,
man?
a bolt, flies into your back.
Ow!
Guys, I got him!
You got me!
No, I got him, I got the thing.
Meredith, you're up.
Oh, I heard it move, yes.
Yes.
Do I know vaguely where it moved to
You
because
just
of
heard
beyond
Thalia shout out.
You were just told.
approximately where did I hear her shouting out from?
he told you it moved
if you-
5 feet
yeah.
towards the right.
If you knew its previous location,
Oh.
you should know about where it is, yeah.
5 feet towards the right. Sweet. Let's do some movement then. Concealment attack. Roll. Concealment eagle burr.
Okay.
Oh,
Say
I'm-
you.
I-
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
I'm
Go ahead.
angry. This is ludicrous. Okay.
Okay, that is a miss.
A little bit
63.
further to the right.
I can't make any more movement. I just moved mid-attack.
Technically, your bird could still move.
Yeah. So,
That's a miss. Also a miss. That's a hit. That's a hit. Okay. 1 second here.
this bird is carrying.
Where is it? There we go. We want... Yeah, that's about right. I need everyone within, let's see here, where's my measuring stick?
I don't know how far away we are.
I need everyone that isn't Vico to make a reflex saving throw.
I hate those.
Check this out. Low roll, low roll, low roll. Let's go.
Ooh, an 8. Wow. What a great. How great.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Sorry, I'm just checking what mine is.
You're fine.
Can I use my hero point at this moment to get a +8 on the luck roll? For
I
this?
think it's +6, but yes.
Is it +6?
It's +1d6.
Oh, okay, cool.
You roll for it.
Let me roll the d6 then.
Okay, yeah. So that's added to your roll.
Because my reflex saves suck.
Did Colt actually
Yeah, I'm
roll?
glad I
didn't
did that,
see it. Oh, it was
actually.
a 1.
I got a 1, yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Okay. Meredith's bird, and Arzoth. You take 5 points of fire damage, and everybody else takes 10. As the creature explodes, and the darkness fades.
Question. Does the bird's evasion mean anything to that?
If it would have taken half damage, it takes no damage, so the bird takes no damage.
Yeah, okay.
Based bird.
You are very loud close to the mic.
You're
Yes.
very close to the mic.
As everyone finds their bearings again, as the darkness slowly fades away, Colt is unconscious and lying on the ground. Colt, are you bleeding out?
Technically,
He's
yeah.
unconscious. Okay,
Okay.
well, if he's unconscious, Jesus Christ.
Make a saving throw before anything else.
I see that the medics are tending to Colt, and I look to try to find the hourglass. I assume it hasn't been destroyed in whatever this was.
1 second on that front. I want to see Colt's roll first.
Oh no. Colt turns into one of those things.
Is that... I'm assuming that that is greater than your current wounds?
Yeah.
Yeah. Colt is stable. Arzoth, you go to heal him. Go ahead and roll
Yeah.
that. Koshtu, not only do you find the hourglass, you find 3 things. You find the hourglass, the pistol that Veldrin was using, and a pile of ash. Colt, you heal 8
I'm gonna
damage.
collect the ash, and I'm gonna call Thalia over.
I'm out of healing.
And
That's
I'm
all
gonna
I
call,
got, man.
and I'm gonna pick up the
All my
gun,
heals.
call Thalia over to examine the hourglass, and I'm gonna start collecting the ash that I assume was once Veldrin's body.
Okay.
Fishhead Jones is gonna head over to Colt on the ground. He says,
Later
"Boss,
study.
I don't know what the hell that was, but you won. He's gone. You're the only one left. That means you're the boss.
Yes, I did win, didn't I? I don't feel like I won.
You were downed twice. I'm not sure how much of a win that is for you, but you did good.
You're
Couldn't have
alive
done
and
it
he's
without
dead.
ya.
That seems like a win in my book.
We got
Couldn't
the
have done it
hourglass,
without
right?
you.
Thalia, did you pick up the hourglass?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Thalia stows the hourglass in her bag and is like wincing and chanting to herself, burning through wand charges like they're going out of style.
It continues to give off the faint glow. As soon as you pick it up, Thalia, I will need you to make a will saving throw.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so we do that. Okay,
Better
she's
you
at full.
better you than me.
Really?
No.
Wow, great.
That hero point.
That's bad.
Nothing immediately happens.
That's real
Very
bad, Thalia.
No, it's a failure is a failure. A success is a success.
Where's
Nothing
his
has
pistol?
immediately happened.
Where's
There
his
are no-
pistol?
Oh, man, starts suffering from seasonal depression.
Thalia
I have
already
it
has
cold.
seasonal depression.
Seasonal depression 2, Electric Boogaloo.
All right, everybody is looking mostly alive after the fight. Nobody knows what the
He
hell that
said-
was, but the bandits are looking around, kind of freaked out. Fishhead Jones goes, "Oh, I should probably speak to them. Let them know that you're in charge now, and all that." But
Also that your former leader turned into an abomination of undead and shadow. That,
have that discussion too. But mostly the leadership thing.
and
Meredith
how
is-
what Colt did was actually a mercy and a kindness.
Yeah, sure, mercy, kindness, whatever. Anyway.
Meredith's going to detransform
All
from being
hail
a
the
bird at
new
this
bandit
point.
Lord Colt Irons! The others just sort of shrug. And he goes, "Come on, do it." And they go, "All hail the new bandit."
You don't
Yeah.
have to hail. Don't worry.
Well, that was fun. Anyway, I do believe we have an hourglass to deliver. And Thalia just kind of briskly
Nico.
she's walking the hell out.
Colt Iron's gonna walk further into the fort.
I whispered to Vico, I assume you are prepared to contact your associates and inform them of our
We should
success.
probably all stick together.
Fishhead Jones is going to make his way over to you, Colt. He's going to say, "What's our plan, boss? What's the first order of business now that you're in charge?" "Oh, iron for your stack of the loot, eh? Well, good news. You get 20% of all this, eh? Not a bad deal."
No, it's not a bad deal. I think for now, I want you guys to stay put. Kind of relax a little bit.
Stay put and relax, eh?
I need to get my bearings and figure out what the first task I have for you guys is.
Right, we will stay here and wait for a week. Unless, of course, you'd rather any of us join you on your ventures, boss.
No, not yet. My ventures are far too risky.
Far too. That's our middle name! Did you not see how ready the boys were up in arms to fight against that thing? But then we got real scared shitless and you saved us. Of course they're gonna be looking to make up for that.
I think I've got a plan. How much gold is in this pile?
In total?
Yeah.
Are you gonna take the time to count it up?
Is there like a rough estimate?
That's a cantrip.
Yeah, that is a cantrip. Anyway, if you're taking
Yeah,
the
sure,
time
I'll
to
take
count
the
it up,
time.
okay, then
Yeah.
I'm gonna let everybody else do things while you do that.
Alright, that's fair.
What's
Doesn't
everybody
count money.
doing?
Let's go.
Meredith is finally going to drop her wild shape after I don't know how long has it been? 3 hours.
Yeah, a while. You finally turn back.
I tried to say
from
something to
your
Vico, but Vico never really
bird form.
responded. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not.
Well, Thali is leaving,
a lot of
but
other
she
people
has the
talking.
hourglass, so we should probably stay with her, or somebody should.
Like,
That would be
Colt
good.
finds his way back.
So what did Costu want to say to Vico?
Costu asked Vico if he was prepared to contact his associates, inform them
Yeah.
that the hourglass was ready for extraction.
I think I would just kind of give you like one shrug and be like, you know, Ray knows a lot of people. I can get us into contact.
Perhaps we should get the girl. What's the girl's name again? The one that we're trying to save, the merchant sister.
Oh God, don't even remember that girl's name. poor girl. Let's see.
Perhaps we should wait until she's out of the city before we
Alina.
Alina, yeah, I was
Alina.
looking for the journal for it.
before we get Alina. Perhaps we should get Alina out of the city before we get the extraction going.
While they're having this discussion, I will tell you, Colt, that is, in total, counting probably all the jewels and baubles in there, a total value of about 30,000 gold.
Oh,
Wow.
Sweet.
Yeah, worth the
That's-
wait, huh?
You get 6 of
almost
it.
Yeah.
enough
the
to
way-
catch us up to the wealth by level tables. Almost.
All right. I'm gonna
Well, you're in
take
charge.
out-
I guess you're
assuming he's splitting it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I said. I guess he's rich.
By the way, did anyone actually grab the pistol, or is it still just casually sitting in the pile?
I have the pistol.
Okay.
I'm gonna take
I
out.
collected the axe and the pistol.
If I get 20%, I'm gonna take out. I'm gonna take out. I'm gonna take out 3,000 gold. from
Okay.
The pile.
You take out 3,000 gold.
I'm gonna walk over to the rest of the people in my party. Vico and Costi, I'm gonna hand them a bag of 500 gold each, and then I'm gonna hand Meredith a bag of 500 gold.
You now
Yeah, I
have
guess
a band of bandits willing to listen to most of your orders. You
I'm gonna
hand
give you
who
two
a
each a
bag?
bag of 500 gold.
Okay, you give everyone a bag of 500 gold.
Yeah, and then me a bag, so that's 3,000.
Yep.
So fun fact. How long does that wait, no, okay, so like 10 rounds per minute, right? So the strength debuff will have expired,
Yeah,
right?
it's gone. You're good.
Okay, because that was about to be very funny, because 500 gold would be enough weight with her diminished strength score to make Thalia encumbered.
Yeah, you're fine, thank goodness. But that would be funny.
Very sad.
You just get handed a
I'm gonna
pile of
call-
gold.
I'm
You're
gonna
like,
call
ooh,
Colt
oh,
over.
my back.
Thalia was like expeditiously making her way down the mountain, and then she immediately just stops.
And ask Meredith to take a look at the pistol. And I'm gonna call Colt over. Colt,
Yeah.
I wanted to take a look at this pistol that he dropped. It might be good to make sure there's nothing cursed about it before you take it into your possession.
Exactly my
Meredith, can
specialty, but
you give this a look and see maybe if you can
spellcraft isn't
identify anything about it?
exactly my specialty, but I can give it a try.
We should have Thalia
what-
take a look.
I can also try to help. I know a thing or two about spell.
Cool. Is that just a
spellcraft,
spellcraft
or-
check?
To see whether or not it's cursed.
No, just to like examine it.
Just to examine it would be. Yeah, I would say that's a spellcraft check in this instance, because what you're looking
Okay.
for specifically is kind of to see the magical properties of it.
Can I help?
Cool. I will cast. Yeah, sure. Use help action on me, and I'll cast guidance on myself. What is that? Help action is +2, right?
It should be.
Yeah, I technically.
Okay.
You don't need me, but
Yeah, if you want me to take a look at it, I gladly will, but not right now.
So it's a 14. Don't know if that does anything.
Definitely magical.
It is a gun and it is magic. Like I said, this isn't exactly my specialty, so I suggest you
Colt,
maybe
I
take
should point
Talia.
out the wounds that you took. They were basically they were cold. You took a lot of just straight up damage, and then the wound would freeze over.
I think this gun has some sort of ice enchant on it. My wounds are feeling pretty frosty. I got
Okay.
a
What the
shot.
enchantment is then.
if you feel comfortable with taking it, and I hand him the pistol.
Oh, want to take the pistol.
Okay. This is a Frost Dragoon pistol.
This is a Dragoon pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, chat.
Cool.
Crashing out.
So it deals 1d8 plus 1d6 cold.
Wait.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess let's go follow Thalia. We have an hourglass to return with no intention for anything to happen to it, surely.
Okay. Unless there's anything else you guys want to do before you leave. Fishhead Jones
Very
will
sounds-
see you off. Oh, go
I
ahead.
mean, I just got done fighting, so I'm gonna have a bit of. I might grab a chicken leg or two on my way out.
By all means.
I want to.
Go ahead, Meredith.
Grab a spot of food as I.
Curious to see what Fishhead Jones' reaction was like to the random druid lady retransforming into a person.
Yeah, he goes over to you and he's like, "When did you get here? Who are you? Boys, get ready, we have another invader. This time we'll prove ourselves to new leader Colt Irons."
That's not.
He's just gonna-
That's not an invader. That's not an
She's gonna-
invader.
What?
Please, Colt, I got this. Meredith is gonna double over laughing like, I was the bird. I was the bird. You can't tell from this other bird on my wrist?
Where'd the other bird go?
Oh, that was
funny.
me.
Very funny. We all know people can't be birds because birds are birds. And people are people.
Ah, yes, but some people can be birds.
That doesn't make
He's
any
never
sense
seen
to
a
me.
druid before.
What are you, kidding? Is this a kinning
Uh,
thing?
No, this is a birding thing.
That sounds like kinning. He leans over to you, Colt whispers, "I think this lady's obsessed with birds."
Yeah, they probably are.
Yes, I am obsessed with birds. How could you tell?
This lady's a
Okay.
freak,
What
Colt.
if you just
You
wait to get
sure
out
you
of
don't
here?
want us to kill her?
Don't bother whispering, I can hear you from here.
No, you don't need to kill her.
She
She's not a
almost
threat.
seems to know what I'm saying.
That plus 18 in perception. Nah.
Alright. But it's up on
Look,
you to watch her.
Fishhead
Fishhead Jones?
Fishhead Jones. You gotta be careful what you say.
Right.
She can hear everything even better than I can see it.
Well, is there anything you want us to do here before you head out,
Say
boss?
nothing about how well I can see things.
I don't really think there's much to do. I still need to figure out what the next move is.
Right. Well, I suppose until you're back, don't take too long, I can handle things in your stead. We already know
ahead.
where to not go banditing, so we'll go banditing in some other locations, get the family back up and moving, see if we can't recruit some of the
see.
old heads.
That reminds me, I wanted to thank you, Colt, for asking them to steer clear of house. I really do appreciate it.
No worries. After all,
Alright.
I don't want you showing up at my doorstep.
That would be most awkward indeed.
Okay, so, who is anyone else wanting to do anything?
I want to walk over to Thalia and help her chill out. Her pacing is making me nervous.
Okay.
Thalia, it's gonna be okay. We're going
We
to
need-
deliver the hourglass. Don't
We
worry.
need to keep moving. Are we ready to go?
Gonna be-
Are we going? Are we leaving?
Nah,
Are
I
we
think we
done
should stick
here?
around here for a while.
I will kill you.
Hey, wouldn't be the first person today.
True.
I kill.
Oh, don't make me laugh. My
You
ribs
almost
are
died
still sore.
twice.
I ended your
Alright.
boss. I'll do the same to you if you get in my way. Do I make myself clear?
It's going to be okay, Thalia. We're going to deliver
I will
the
believe it
hourglass.
when it's done, and this is taken care of, and Lyriel is dust in the wind. And with that, she pretty much storms off.
Okay. Anyone else?
I guess we should
Anything?
roll over.
Oh,
I got nothing. Got nothing else to. Why do I see two
Oh.
birds? DM, why do I see two birds?
Mating
'cause you have a
ritual.
bird
Anyway.
icon 'cause you were a bird.
Okay. Sounds like that's where we're gonna end the session off. By the way, level up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey!
And on
Natural
that
spell, my beloved.
on that wonderful note, we're gonna end tonight's
Oh.
session. Thank you to everyone who's hanging out with us for however long, however short. A special thank you to 60 Sweep for donating, which probably
Yes,
helped
thank
Arazoth
you, love
succeed
you.
on that saving throw.
I didn't really need to use it,
Just
but
a little
that was
bit.
the end of the session anyways, I guess.
We will see you guys next time. Won't be anything next week again because I'm going to a convention, but we'll pick right back up after
Yeah.
that. And until then, as always, eat well, sleep well, drink well, and Gale for